We are continuing on with this little nook in the apartment. In my last video, we hung all of these art pieces, which I might do some more, but I think what we need to do is get the French mattress cushion done first, and then we can see where we need to go from there. Also, a couple of people told me to do a curtain over this door right here. Specifically, Brittany from Olivia and Atlas, she told me about that, and I was like, that could be really pretty. So I might do that, but again, I might just do the cushion and kind of see where we are from there. I do have an extra curtain that I'm not gonna hang that was gonna go over our patio door that I could potentially put over here, but it's super sheer, so I think I'd have to put some sort of backing on it, but I do have one. So that could be an option. Anyway, I have these throw blankets. I have a couple of these from Amazon. They're my favorite. They are so amazing. I use them as a throw. I use them as a tablecloth, but it's the most perfect undyed linen tone. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do ivory or if I wanted to do like a ticking stripe, but since I already have this throw blanket on hand, I figured I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this, and I could always make more in the future and like swap them out. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to take some measurements, go out and get a foam pad and like the supplies that I need, and maybe get this done today. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Hopefully it'll just take today, because that would be amazing, but we're gonna do it. So let me go grab my measuring tape, take some measurements, and go out and get the supplies. It's just the most perfect tone. At first I wasn't sure with the antique paper that I have up here, but I laid it out and I stepped away, and it actually looks really, really beautiful, especially with the rest of the house. So yeah, that looks so good. It just kind of feels like vintage, which I love. Again, I also have it on hand and I don't have to spend any money. And I have a couple of these, so I'm okay with using one for this project. So let's see what we need. 17.5 by 29.5. Okay, I need to put that in my notes or I'll never remember. 17.5 by 29.5. 17.5 by 29.5. 17.5 by 29.5. Was it 29.5? Okay, I gotta double check again. I know it was 17.5. 20, yeah, 29.5. Okay. Okay, I found the foam, but my goodness, $65. It's also way more than I need, so I was kind of wondering if I should do this and just like glue it together. This is 30. Oh, 16. No, it's not wide enough. Okay. Shoot, what do I do? That's $50. I did not know foam was so expensive. Okay. I wonder if I need to go to another store because much better pricing. So this is, what is this, 2 inches? 24 by 36. What do I need? 17 by 29. Okay, perfect. I might have to get 2 of these, right? Because I can't get 2 out of this, but because I want it real thick. So I think the 2 of them, I'll do adhesive spray, glue them together. Yeah, I think that could work. And then I'm going to be covering it with batting anyways, so. Home from getting supplies, I got 2 of these 2-inch, I think these were 2-inch foam pads because I want it thick. I want it to cover the outlet right here. So I'm just gonna measure one more time and get these cut and glue them together. And then while they're drying and curing, then I can sew the cushion cover. update you on the cushion before I head out. I think I'm done with my sewing machine. I went out and grabbed my little box that Zach and I bought back in Oregon last summer or the summer before. That's gonna be now my sewing box. See, this is why you collect things. You never know what you're gonna use it for. So this little box I thought was perfect because it has all the little compartments, and I can put I'm still using that thread, I think. But like, I can put my threads in here for now. I mean, I don't do a ton of sewing, so I don't imagine me having, well, maybe I probably shouldn't say that because I actually plan on doing a lot of DIY stuff here soon. But at least this is like a good start, or this could be more of like my basics, you know, like the black, white thread, the neutral, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe I will put it away. I need to get a better situation for my needles, but I will just put them in here in these packages for now. And then I'm also going to put my embroidery floss in here. I'll leave one out because I need to start working on that project again. I have like 2 projects going on right now, but that's all right. That is, I feel like, so normal. But I thought that this was such a good little box for this, and I'll put all of my like pins in here. And then this though, I might put with my sewing machine. This is like extra needles and stuff for the sewing machine. I do have my bobbins though. Should I put those? Maybe I should do the bobbins like with each color. That's actually a good idea. Okay, so I have black on a bobbin, so I'll just like put that down with the black. And then for some reason, I don't know if this is standard, but the sewing machine came with a blue. I guess I'll just put that in there. Okay, and then these are the extra tools. And then maybe I will also put I like to keep an extra piece of fabric. I learned this when I learned how to sew, to always have a little scrap fabric to make sure the stitch is going through really good and all of that. So I'll put this in here. Cute. It's not much, but it's a start. So back when we had our house in Oregon, I had like an office there as well. And I used to be really into scrapbooking, and I've always loved crafts, always. I don't know where I get it from, but like my favorite class in school was art, and I just love crafts. In fact, when I was really young, I was probably, I don't know, 10 years old, maybe 8 years old. We lived right next door to this little lady, and her name was May. I do know she's no longer with us. Well, of course I know. I was really little and she was very, very old, but I would go over to her house and she would teach me how to crochet and make doilies and like so many things. Like she taught me how to iron, just like the most like grandma things. It just was such a sweet memory of mine. And thinking back now, and I loved it. I could not wait to go to her house the next day. I probably bugged her so much. Like I went to her house every day. It was so special. But anyway, so I've always been into it. But this is my little setup that I'm gonna have for now. And let me show you. Did I get everything? I feel like I don't have very much. So I have like my little needles on the side here, and then just a couple pieces of thread. There we go. And there. And then as I get more colors and things, I will add to my little collection. But this is a good little start. And I think I said this, but this is an old vet box. So it's kind of cool because it has all the different compartments. Okay. I'm gonna head out to Home Goods. I'm still on the hunt for that crystal lamp. I cannot believe I left it behind. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, I need to show you the cushion. One sec, I'll grab it. I cannot leave the house with this mess. It is quite messy in here. Okay, this is so cute. I need to show Zach too. I thought this was so brilliant. I had no idea what I was gonna do for it. Actually, I thought that I was gonna use this for like my oils, but my oil, they're so big. I started getting the big tubes and it would never fit in there. So this is so perfect. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll go get the cushion. Look.
Oh, wow. You want that?
Yeah, thank you. I don't want you to look too closely because it's it's been a while since I have sewn, and you know when you like start sewing, you're like, gosh dang it, I knew to like pin it completely. I just got a little confident. So also this fabric was a terrible idea. This fabric, it's just very loosely woven and it just is not the best, but it's okay. We're a little too far in now, but this is the like hand sewn portion. I just did like, I could have done this nice and cleaner, but I didn't. So I kind of got started on here, and I did notice I went like thinner and thicker. So this part will be flipped down and against the wall, so you won't see it. But if you can't see, just imagine it double, and I'll update you when I get it more done. It's gonna be so darling. I really, really like it. But again, like the fabric where I did the stitching, you can see the foam underneath. So maybe I should have done more batting. But you know, you live and you learn. Ignore the mess in the background, but this is the dress I'm wearing today. I got this from Abercrombie actually not that long ago, so it might still be up on the site. I will link it down below. And then my shoes are out by the door, but I'm wearing my square toe Havaianas and my French Market basket. I am such a creature of habit. When I find something that I love, I will literally wear it until it has holes in it or falls apart, because I don't know, that's just how I've always been. When I feel confident, I just rewear and rewear and rewear. Let me know if you're the same. Just finished up at Home Goods. That'll be a separate video, actually probably before this video, but I'm about to head out to meet my girlfriend. We try to get together for like a girls' happy hour or lunch or whatever. We try to get together once a month, actually sometimes even more than that, but it's been a little bit less lately. So we're gonna go to Olive Mill. I think Zach and I have taken you there before. It is so cute there. So I'm gonna try to get there a little bit early before she arrives so that I can show you around. I think I have enough time. I'm 14 minutes away. It's in Queen Creek, so if you're in the valley, it's pretty far out there, but it is so worth it. It is so beautiful. The food is amazing. The views, like of all of the olive trees, it's really, really sweet. And you can go on an olive tour there. You can, they have like pastas and gelato, and I'll show you more when we get there because they have a lot. But anyway, we're gonna head there now. Oh, got hair my lipstick. Okay, let's get out there. I want to show you as much as I can before she arrives. I try not to film when I'm around friends because I don't know, I don't want to be like on my phone the whole time, so it's really hard. But at the same time, like I want to be able to share some things, you know, while I'm out there, because I don't really get out here much. But I figured, well, if I go a little early, then maybe I can show more than, you know, a quick little snippet. But okay, let's go. How cute. They have so many good things. I want to buy all the things. They even have pasta back here. I love this place. One of my favorites for sure. And then they have all of these desserts. They have cannolis and they have gelato. Yum. Okay, how cute is this little olive like pit dish? Oh my gosh. It is so darling. This one's cute too, but I really love that one. They have all of this like decor. But look at this chopping board. $60 too. I feel like that's a great price for, you know, a local little shop. That is so pretty. Oh, it's a charcuterie board. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. Okay, that is actually really, really nice. I love the little beveled detail. I just want to buy this Pinot Noir just for the bottle. That is so, the detail, that is gorgeous. is 7:18. Zach went to work out. I stayed home because I have some work to get done. So I skipped today. And I don't do this often, but it does help when I do it sometimes. But anyway, I'm making my coffee this morning. I'm actually shooting a TikTok down here. Make sure I'm in the frame. Going to your favorite store?
No, I like Costco better. But Sam's Club is pretty legit.
It has some good things.
Yeah, we're actually going. Brandy's sister, they don't have Sam's Club in Oregon. There's this rain jacket that changes colors with the rain, I guess.
Yeah, so we're coming
for
to
one
check.
of our kids, so we're gonna go check to see if they have it.
Yeah, and see what else they have.
Yeah, they have a couple like shirts I saw in here earlier, but I need Brandy to tell me if they're good or not.
These are actually kind of cute for around the house. Sleep shorts.
Should you try it? How much are they? 14? So
14.
$7 a piece?
I feel like they're kind of cute. I've been into kind of the red stripe. You guys, I don't know who I'm turning into anymore. I guess I've seen enough of this like coastal grandmother stuff that it's getting to me. Ooh, this is pretty, the green. Oh wait, is that what I just grabbed? The green with the pink's pretty.
I kind of like this one though.
You do?
A little bit.
I know, but I don't know if I'll ever wear these.
All right.
Okay. Okay, these are the shirts Zach was talking about. He says it looks like a bath mat a little bit.
Does it not?
It kind of does. They're
like
$13. Yeah, like a robe. $13. He's trying on the cream. He was pointing this one out, but I feel like that's going to go with all your shorts. This one I think is going to be harder to match.
That's why you're here.
Let's see. Oh, that's really cute actually.
Is the
You need
size okay, or do
you
I-
might need an extra large.
Yeah, large.
Yeah, maybe extra large. Actually, it's different. I feel like it's kind of cool. Or maybe that one, let me see the extra large. See, I feel like you're kind of in between large and extra large.
Yeah.
That one looks better.
You look cool.
Oh,
Go ahead and buy
all right. Put it
Yeah.
in the cart.
It's kind of a new fabric, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I thought
different.
It looked like a bathrobe or like a mat. Isn't it kind of weird?
No, but it's
Are they paying you? Do you get commission?
no,
It's
those
good
are
vibes I get from people.
Oh,
They're cool.
thank you.
yeah, that's nice of you.
Yeah. All right, well, you heard it from them.
I guess we have to get it.
Yeah,
You guys
I
get
actually
your-
think it looks nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it. And it's $13 for a vacation dress shirt.
pretty
I
good.
feel like that's a good price. This is a nice men's button-up Gap linen shirt for $16. Zach's looking for the raincoat for my nephews. So I came over here real quick. I want to see what he thinks about this one. I feel like that's really nice. Very classy. These are pretty cute too. What do you think about this stripe? I like it. You don't like it,
I don't
huh?
want that one,
Okay, that's fine.
but I could be wrong.
You are. I'm just joking.
There's more shirts down there too.
Okay,
They don't have the jacket that I was looking for my nephew, so.
that's okay.
But I got something.
We're about to make dinner. We're making, what are we making?
The chicken
It's-
bruschetta.
Bruschetta chicken. It is so good. We've been sharing it over on Instagram, so we thought we have to put it in the vlog. Such a simple dinner. It's super easy too, but my story video went up yesterday, which was so like overwhelmingly, how do I say that? It was very emotional, but like just because it was very vulnerable, but I'm overwhelmed with all of the love and support. You guys are so incredible. Anytime I give any sort of little glimpse, I swear you guys are just, I got emotional a couple times
Yeah.
yesterday because it just was,
It made me emotional watching it too.
that's so sweet. But I had never really thought it was super significant, or, you know, there's a lot of people with a lot of backgrounds, but I'm glad that I did, because there's so many of you that have similar stories, or, you know,
we're all unique.
Yes, yeah. So basically, I wanted to say thank you because I haven't got to have a chance to get back to any comments, but I have read every single comment, so has Zach. We so love you guys and appreciate you so much. But anyway.
You're so cute.
Oh, I want to show them your new swim trunks and your
Oh,
new
okay.
shirt.
Should I go try it on?
Yeah, you want to try it on? I'll show my swimsuit too. I got a new swimsuit because we're going on a little vacation. Short, like, extended weekend. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of thing. It's not in the weekend, but it's like that, you know, amount of time. I got a little bold. I'm proud of myself.
You look so good in it too.
Aw. Okay, so first I went to Abercrombie and I tried on a bunch of clothes and I ended up getting a striped, red and white striped bikini there. And actually it was so cute, but we went over to Cotton On.
They had a lot of good stuff.
They had a lot of good stuff. I tried on a bunch of stuff there too and ended up only getting this little gingham. By the way, size up at Cotton On. I feel like their stuff runs kind of small, at least for me. Like true to size to small. Anyway, I got this little.
Love it. How many bathing suits do you think you'll take?
I don't know. Definitely 1, 2, 3. Definitely three.
And then we're only going for 4 days, so.
Yeah, and then look at Zach.
This is the one I got at Sam's Club.
Yes.
I actually kind of like it, and it's a good like lunch one.
Uh-huh.
The print is still throwing me off. I feel like it's like a bath mat.
And you can tell it's maybe not the highest quality because you can kind of see.
Well, it was $12.
Yeah,
at
that's
Sam's
true.
Club.
That's true. That is true.
And
And
then I
then
have
his
these,
swim trunks. Scoot back a little bit. Or here, I'll scoot
Can
this
you?
back.
I don't know if I could go any further.
I love these.
I feel like these, as soon as you showed me them, they're very like, I would think like European.
Yes. I feel like we're going on a vacation to Italy. We're not. I wish we were, but
These were from Shields.
yeah, Shields.
Have anybody heard of Shields? They opened one here like a year ago. I've never heard of it. I think it's big in the Midwest. But they have everything in there. But
Yeah.
I found these. They fit really well too.
I feel like Shields, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I feel like it's like a better Dick's.
Yeah, I think so too. They have like a food court, Ferris wheel. They have home decor in there. They have an aquarium in there.
Yeah, I forgot about the home decor, but they have, like when it comes to their athletic wear or swimwear,
They have, like,
a
every
ton.
brand.
Yeah, every brand. It's incredible. Anyway, we actually went to go to Lululemon because Zach loves the Lululemon swim trunks, but they didn't have any in store, or they had one, but we weren't.
Yeah,
fond of
we
the
were looking
brand.
for a certain color.
Yeah. So then we decided to walk down there and he grabbed a couple other ones and then we saw these ones very last second and I was like, just try them on and I love them.
Yeah.
I think they look so handsome.
Thank
They look
you.
so good.
And there's some things that, you know, I hate spending money on certain things.
Yeah.
But I've realized, like, I bought Lululemon swim. I would go get the $10 pair, $15 pair at Ross, which worked. But then I got Lululemon, especially living in Arizona. Like, if you're swimming twice a year, I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But we're at the pool all the time, or hanging out with friends, or floating the river, where they feel better. And these are the same thing. They're a little bit more than like a $15 pair, but they feel like.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense. Like the shirt, I don't mind the shirt, like $10, $12.
Yeah.
But certain things, it's like I wear these all the time.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a time and place to get something that's less expensive, like if you're really not going to wear it that often. But you know what I always say? Sometimes being cheap costs you
Yeah,
more
it
money. Because what happens is, and we've done this so many times, so living proof, but we would get you a pair of trunks and then one time they ripped on the boat, one time they just don't hold
Yeah.
up, and or you just they don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like-
And like I said, and this, I think this is everybody, when you're in your, something you do a lot or you're in your area, you kind of upgrade things. And then there's other things that I might only do once or twice a year where it's like, I don't need a high quality, like a hiking boot. If you go hiking all the time, you're
Yeah.
gonna want like a nice pair.
I see what you're saying.
I go
Yes.
once a year, so it's like I don't need a nice pair, but like swim trunks. We're in the pool or in water
Yeah.
all the time.
It's the same thing with sunglasses. When we lived
Yeah.
back in Oregon,
I literally, you did.
Yeah, I did.
I never even had sunglasses. I would buy whatever was cheap. I wore them like twice a year. And it got sunny in the summer, obviously, but I still never wore sunglasses, ever.
Yes. But you need them here.
Yeah, here it's like you forget them and you're like, dang it.
Yeah.
Like you drive back home to get your sunglasses.
Yes, the sun, it's almost like it's just sun every day. Like I can wear sunglasses in our house right now, so it's like
You're
sunny.
so cute.
Anyway, okay.
We'll make dinner.
Yeah.
Thanks for your video. It was very emotional.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just I know, like, knowing your mom, like, I'm blessed. Like, I got to meet your mom, and, like, she was my best friend forever. Like,
you're gonna make me cry.
oh, stop. And then, yeah, like, a lot of people ask, we've talked about it before in other videos, like, how we met and all that stuff. And I'm sure the future will come up with something, or...
Come up with something.
No, like, have a video, if that's, like, just a conversation, or, like, a Q&A, but...
Yeah. We talked about this in the past, but real quickly, I think we should answer, because I feel like there are more comments. We must have some new followers. We met in middle school. We went to the same middle school. In Eugene, Oregon. Zach was actually a grade ahead of me, even though we're the same. I'm actually older than him by 4 months, but that's part of my story too. I missed so much school that I had to repeat a grade. Anyway, but we didn't really, like, we knew each other in middle school, but we didn't start talking until my senior year of high school. So we started talking and we dated for 5 months, and then we were engaged for 2 months and got married.
We got married. Thinking back now, we got married way too young.
Yes.
But it all worked out, and you know.
I'm grateful for it, but totally, like, thinking like where we are maturity wise, I'm like, how do we even pay our bills?
I know. I
like,
think back, like, what? How did we do that?
Yeah, how did we do that? I guess you just mature.
And it's hard. I always say, like, growing up in your 20s, I feel like is when you grow and find out who you are the most. And we were together. And it's kind of weird. I feel like you could grow apart. But now, like, well, the whole time I feel like we're best friends too.
Yes.
Where it's like...
Yeah, best friends. Especially, I think, more recently. I feel like the older we get, the more we value our relationship. Like, so it's cool.
We're buying a house by next year.
Yes.
We're putting it out right here.
We're putting it out into the
universe.
universe.
We were going to buy a house, and then that's where we're going to... I'm saving my knees right now because the flooring, the walls, the electric. Well, we're probably not going to touch electrical. That's the one thing we won't do.
Our plumbing. Zach actually, in our last house, I wanted like different flooring, so he tiled all of our floor and painted. We kind of did the painting together, but painted our whole house. If I can find some pictures, I will pop them on screen. Yeah. It was very empty in that house. Like, we didn't have any money to furnish it, but we did little things here and there, like, that we could, and yeah.
So we're gonna buy a house. I think so. We moved it here in 2017. My brother passed away, your mom passed away, and just family stuff. We decided, like, what's life, and decided to move here. We sold our house there, and we were done. We've never really moved before out of the state. Well, I know you moved when you were a kid, but we were like, let's just like see if we like it. We'll rent an apartment, and we ended up renting our last apartment, which we've toured and stuff.
Yeah.
We lived there 7 years. The first year.
Wait, to back up, when we started visiting Arizona is because we brought my mom back when she was sick to visit her mom and her sister and my aunt who still lives here. Yeah. So we were visiting like once a year
if not twice.
If not twice, for a few years, and we fell in love.
Yeah, we loved it. This was all like 2012 to 2016.
Yes, sold our house, and when my mom passed away and his brother passed away, we decided to make the move. Yeah. And then we moved into the apartment.
Yeah, we were like, we sold our house, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah. We should have bought a house right away, but we were like, should we do it? Are we gonna like it? Are we gonna hate it? And the market was still like good here, where it's like, who would have known?
Also, we invested in my photography business.
Yeah, we did that too. But we could have easily bought a house. And then those first 2 years, we were right downtown Gilbert. The new apartment had pool, rooftop, a nice gym. Like, it was like we were living on vacation. I transferred right to Trader Joe's. Like, life was good, and then COVID happened. You kind of lost your job, or with photography. Yeah. So then, like, like nothing was going on. So like we were kind of stuck. And then the 2 years after that, kind of the last 2 years, the market just exploded, and it's like houses that were $300,000-$400,000 are like $800,000. So we're like, what do we do? Like we kind of, but now we're in a mindset where it's like,
We're
we just need to get into a
prioritizing.
house that's
Yeah.
going to prioritize. So that's why, like, half the reason is our own undoing. We weren't maybe not smart enough, but it's like we aren't proactive enough. But next year, a house. That's
year.
happening.
Yes.
Regardless of the market, what happens, it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saved a few pennies. It's happening. Just 2 or 3.
For the bruschetta, it's so simple. All you need is Roma tomatoes, basil, balsamic, olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic.
I'm nervous Joss is going to say as a New Yorker this is wrong.
And
She said no ranch on pizza, remember?
she did say no ranch on pizza. You can do onion, I think. So anyway, basically we're topping a chicken breast. Is it chicken breast?
Yeah.
Chicken breast with a bruschetta little topping and potatoes on the side. We love potatoes.
Yes.
I cut the tomatoes up into quarters real quickly and cleaned them out. So you clean out all the seeds and then you're just gonna chop it up, like dice it up. Next is your basil, and you're gonna want a lot, or quite a bit. Actually, probably preferably more than what we have here, but
You can't have too much.
can't have too much basil. So we're just gonna get this in here. Okay, you're gonna take half a clove of garlic, at least start there, and just grate it in. A little bit of salt, pepper, olive oil, and balsamic. You're gonna let it marinate while you're cooking your chicken. And then we also like to add a little bit of glaze over the top when it's all done, but I'll show you when we get there. Oh my gosh, it smells delightful. I wanted to ask any green thumb if you have any recommendations on my tree. I think it's doing okay. It does have some leaves curling, but that's because I had it out on the patio for like a week after I got it, and I think it was just too hot out there. I know these are pretty heat resistant, but the patio is kind of like a hot box, so I think it wasn't very normal. But I kind of feel like it seems a little sad. Maybe it's just me, that like the leaves just seem very like straight. You see how these are like sticking out straight? Let me know if this looks healthy, or I don't know. It said to keep it pretty moist for the first year, so I've been doing that. Maybe I'm over watering it. I don't know. Let me know if you have any thoughts or recommendations on what I should do. I wanted to give you an update on the cushion. I'm not done with it yet. This is taking me a lot longer than I thought. My fingers started to feel like raw from I have one of those, I can't believe I didn't get any footage of me doing the tufting, but I still have a bunch to do. So I will make sure I update you in the next one and kind of show you how I'm doing it. But I have this little curved needle that I'm using to like get the tufting with the edges, and to push through the cushion, it's like so, there's so much resistance that it's like, it wears out your fingers. I almost feel like I need a tool that like helps me push it. Anyway, I wanted to show you the cushion, where I'm at so far. So this is the bottom. I did the bottom first so that I could get a little bit more familiar and hopefully better, because that's what I've always learned. If you have a side that's gonna be hidden, start there and then you could do better, or you start to get better the more you stitch and whatnot. So there's gonna be tufting as well in the center. So I will do that with you guys here on the channel as well. But this side, as you can see, I only did the top. I still have these 3 corners, but we're almost there. And then, yeah, it's this side that you can see. Oh my gosh, I love it. It looks so cute out there on the little chest. I would show you, but I kind of want to give you guys a look at it when it's all done. I'm still deciding on the curtain and also the picture that we hung over the thermostat. We're almost wondering if we need to put a hinge on it because the Bluetooth isn't like working really well. It kind of already wasn't, but we're almost wondering if that's interfering with that. And then also the thermostat being able, like, we don't know if it's interfering with being able to like read the air or whatever. So anyway, because if it's just Zach and I, we don't mind having it cracked open. So if we put a hinge, we can kind of have it cracked open, then we have people over, kind of close it all the way. So we're still kind of thinking about if we should do that. So that's the update on the cushion. I really wanted to have it done for this video, but sometimes some projects just take a little bit longer than you think. Actually, I feel like that's all projects. Zach's out there cooking dinner and I am doing a little turn down service for us. So I started doing a little turn down service, and I am telling you what, I have a morning routine, right? I always make the bed every morning. That's the first thing I do. I make the bed. Well, sometimes I go work out, then I come home, make my coffee and make the bed. But it just gives me something done for the day, and it just makes my day feel a little bit more productive. Let me close this because he's out there cooking and I feel like it's kind of loud. But I've been doing this little turn down service, and I tell you what, it feels so luxurious, and it gives me like a little bit of a night routine that I really have been enjoying. So basically I just take the pillows off, I pull the bed back so that it's all you have to do is kind of get in there. I take off the duvet at the bottom and I shut down the curtains, I turn the lamps on, I light a candle, I put water on this side of the bed, and I light the candle in the bathroom, and it's nothing major. I do need to get a lavender candle, I've decided. I want a lavender candle in here. And actually the candle brand that I have, they have a lavender. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm gonna try the lavender in here for nighttime routine. So anyway, and I know you can get like essential oil sprays and stuff too, so I thought about that, like lavender, just to kind of make it have like that aroma and experience in here. Long story short, I've been doing a turn down service. Long story long, I guess I should say. And it's so luxurious, it's so nice. Also, putting an art piece over this, so ignore that, I hate it, but honestly that door is open all the time. The only time I actually forget about it until I'm filming. Okay, I'm yapping. I am just a yapper, but I'm gonna get these blinds closed. Also, it's Wednesday, so Survivor is on tonight, which is so exciting. I actually usually wait till it's just a teensy bit darker. Like as soon as the sun goes over the horizon, I wait just a smidge, and then I come in here and do a little turn down. But I was just waiting for dinner to get done, so I thought, well, we'll just do it earlier tonight. Anyway. Fold this back, and then I typically separate my little extra blanket that I have right here from my sheet. I know some people layer them and fold them together, but I kind of like the extra layers. So I'll pull my sheet out and the blanket, and then I pull it up here. So when we get in bed, it's like ready to go. Then I pull the duvet over, make sure it's like nice and tight. One thing that's really annoying is wrinkly sheets. Like that is part of the reason why I have to make the bed every day, because, well, one, I like it, it's pretty, but it's the wrinkly sheets. I cannot do wrinkly sheets. They have to be tight and just nice. And then that's it for the bed. It's ready for us to just climb in. Get some waters for the bedside table, light a candle, and we're good to go. Zach cooked a chicken. What'd you do? Garlic, salt.
And then I use 21 seasoning from Trader Joe's.
21 seasoning from Trader Joe's, and then a little bit of mozzarella on top. And then he just popped it in the oven real quick to broil the cheese.
Yeah. All
you do is top it just like you would bruschetta on bread. And it is so tasty. It's so fresh.
It tastes, I've always said this, sometimes you make stuff at home, it tastes good, it tastes homemade, whatever. This tastes like you went and got it at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe that's not a good thing.
No,
but-
in the best way.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying, obviously homemade's always better, but you know, sometimes you go to like an Italian restaurant and it's like, man, this is good. This is
Yeah.
what this dish, because I think it's just so flavorful and has so many things going on. In a good way though.
Yes, in a good way. And then, like I said earlier, we just like to top it with this glaze. This stuff is so good. You can use it on so many different things. You can do like little caprese skewers and whatever. You can use it for so many things. It's so nice, the glaze. So we just do a little glaze.
And then some potatoes. Which maybe it sounds weird, but like Brandy said, we're both we like potatoes.
Yeah, we do.
And it does give you a little bit of carbs, but obviously it would be low carb if
And then Zach makes a little extra, and we have them with our breakfast.
breakfast potatoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
See if the potatoes are good.
Mm-hmm. Hot.
Hot.
Can you see your food?
Also my tomatoes.
Oh no, that's the hard part, is keeping the tomatoes on the fork.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This is super like a basic meal. It like there's just so many flavors.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's so simple, but try it. It's really good.
Yeah. We just, like you said, I just did potatoes on the side because it is kind of like low carb because it's really no carbs if you just do that. But I feel like we need some, or you can do like a salad with it or something.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Zach. We're gonna finish our dinner and we're gonna watch our show. Thank you guys so much for watching another vlog and being here and supporting us. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys in a couple days with another. Bye.
I would say